WWE NXT delivered its lowest ratings on the CW network, and AEW said, hold my beer, because I can go one step lower. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and I don't know how low the standards are for AEW, but they're on the floor. Either way, I don't think they have any standards, and this week is further proof of that, because despite WWE NXT doing 525,000 and doing their worst ever rating on the CW network, and you think, right, okay, Dynamite's got a good chance here to blow NXT out of the water. No, Dynamite not only do lower than NXT, but they do their lowest rating for a normal show in its normal time slot in the history of this company. So we get the lowest rated Dynamite that we've ever seen on a Wednesday night in the usual time slot. I think they had like one non-preemption show or a preemption show, whatever, that was below this. But this, in terms of the Wednesday night slot, is the lowest rated Dynamite of all time, with a rating of 477,000. Now, Meltzer will claim that there's like 2 million people watching on Max, but we all know that there ain't. There's about 10,000 people max watching on Max, and even then, I think that might be an overstatement.
Why is he lying? Why is Dave Meltzer continuing this charade? It's actually embarrassing.
Well, hold on here. You say, why is he lying like it's a new thing? The guy claims Kurt Angle's never had a 5-star match, yet has gave like Kenny Omega 2 million 5-star matches. So
we were in the limousine last night, and I showed you the Wrestle Dream match star ratings. He gave Bro Dido versus Takeshita and Okada 5 stars. I mean, fucking reel it in. No, see, like the average match star rating that Meltzer gave, it must have been about a 4.25 star.
That's why they gave our transport last night, 4.25 stars.
That was pretty good. No, but seriously, what are we doing here? So, why is Dave Meltzer smoking so much fucking crack?
But this is
he getting paid? Is he a paid shill? He has to be.
NXT dropped the ball. This is the equivalent of NXT fumbling it on the 1 yard line and giving AEW possession of the ball on NXT's 1 yard line. All AEW Dynamite have to do is run it in for the touchdown, and they throw an interception. This is what this is.
Look at the state of the thumbnail, right? You've got fat, flabby old Samoa Joe. Yo, see a belt? I've no idea what it is. Honestly, you could.
Ring of Honor 6-man tag.
Is that what it actually is? Well, I joked before we clicked record here, and I said,
or is it AEW? Maybe.
Honestly, it looks like the WCW 2001 tag titles.
It looks too small on Joe.
No,
I don't know whether that belt's too small or Joe's too big, but
he's challenging Paige, isn't he?
He's already done that. Maybe challenging him again. I don't know.
Oh, was that a Wrestle Dream? Well, the point stands.
Right? Mentally challenged.
No, see in a company that's AEW,
maybe mentally challenged
like
this.
Supposed to be considered like mainstream, right? You cannot have your main challenger for the world title be holding a Ring of Honor 6-person belt. That's a fucking no. Look at back in the day, right? When would someone have been holding like the 5th title in ROH, competing in a big company, well, an alleged big company? No, seriously. Then Nigel McGuinness giving them the 2 fingers. Fuck you, Nigel. Pish, overrated bastard. Oh, but he's taking on Bryan. They had a match in 2009 on ROH Supercard. Oh, Daniel Bryan and Nigel McGuinness. Mental illness is what it is.
Yeah, well.
Who's he taking on this week, Nigel? Overrated. All he did was ruin one of the greatest promos of all time. Imagine being known for that.
Yeah, it's not the greatest claim to fame, and I've got to apologise. This isn't the lowest rating of all time. The lowest rating of all time was from 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, that's how great AEW is.
No preemption then, no?
Nah.
Leave it. Actually, hold on here. I think it's actually the 3rd lowest. That other one looks slightly below it in September there.
Either way, since September, we've had 3 Dynamites in their usual time slots that have fallen well under the 500,000 mark.
You notice the way, like, here on WrestleNomics, like, big data and panels in the wee marks there, and it's like, oh yeah, they're no legit. they're taking ratings off us, brother. It's like, nah, there's just not a rating between you.
I mean, this is sad. This is sad, man. Look at that. I mean,
no, but see, back in the day, man, see your mid-carders, they used to be able to bring in the number that Dynamite gets.
Yeah.
Like, that's where we're at now. Like that is how dead wrestling is. Honestly, CC and Sting came out at like 67, grey beard as fuck, man, still putting on the face paint. He'd be as well coming out with clown face paint, because it's a joke what's happened there. Sting, it's showtime. Sting used to come on Nitro. See, watching Nitro and the NWO were in the ring, and Sting used to come down for the rafters with his baseball bat, and everybody he's swinging and hitting's a fucking megastar compared to now. Well, they're just a bunch of Diddy men for ROH. It actually makes me sick.
Let's look at the ratings then. So this week they did 477,000, which is 11% down on last week's 534,000. And in the key demo they did a 0.08, which is down 27% from last week's 0.11.
3-1 Brentford, just thought I'd throw that in there.
So, on the last trailing 4 weeks in viewership, they're down 13%, and in the last trailing 4 weeks for the key demo, they're down 27%. So, yeah, this might not be the lowest rating in AEW Dynamite history, but it's one of the lowest ratings, and it's a fucking diabolical rating either way. You can't spin it into a good situation.
That rating a couple of weeks ago, was that not when they took on NXT? I'm pretty sure it was.
Nah, there's like one missing there.
Oh, so is that the one that's missing?
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about a company, man, that not too long ago, but I mean, literally the beginning of 2024, like 800k was considered a disaster. Now we're under 500, well under 500k.
Yeah, you look back to 2023. That was the last time they had a rating over 1 million. They had a couple that were over 1 million back early 2023. Those days seem a million miles away for AEW
yeah,
now.
It's like, see people that are watching this video, see looking at this graph right in front of you. I mean, this isn't just random wee coloured lines on the screen. Grey's 23, purple/pink's 24, and blue's 25. That's the fucking decline right in front of you.
24 is the year where they really died. That's when the ratings dropped off. I mean, yeah, you can argue in 23, towards the end of the year, the ratings were like a little bit down, but 23 is pretty consistent. They started the year better, but once they got to about April, I mean, it is pretty consistent around the mid to high 800 mark.
No, what I actually find hilarious though about wrestling, this is across the board by the way, it's like, why do they never try and replicate stuff that drew in the past? Why do they always continuously like recycle stuff that happened in like recent weeks and months that never drew fuck all, by the way?
Yeah, for me, if I was Tony Khan, I'd be like, right, well, hold on here. 2023 was the last time we got over 1 million views.
What did we do?
What were we doing back in 2023?
Oh, we had CM Punk. Alright, okay. We're fucked, but what else did we have apart from CM Punk? It's like SmackDown. Sami Zayn, US Open Challenge, part of some of the lowest ratings ever. Eli Dragunov, Sami Zayn, I want to show respect for Sami and continue the trend of going down,
yeah, I mean,
Sami.
no, but look at the SmackDown ratings, like, over the past 8 weeks. There have been some of the lowest ratings in the history of SmackDown. 1.1, 1.1.
Yes, no.
And what's the common denominator? I'm not solely blaming it on him, but Sami Zayn was defending the belt like 7 weeks in a row.
Yeah, but we're talking
maybe don't have fucking Sami Zayn defending the belt.
We're talking about do stuff from the past, right? I'm not saying this would work, but look at Cena's Open Challenge in 2015. Give it to Randy Orton. Give the US belt to Randy Orton. See if Randy Orton was having a match every week on SmackDown. That would definitely get some kind of rating. Well, I say rating, I'm not saying, it'd get 500k, but the ratings would not be as bad if Eli Dragunov's having a match.
Well, hold on. If I knew that every week I tuned into SmackDown I was going to get a Randy Orton match.
Title match.
Or I knew I was going to get an Eli Dragunov, I'd obviously be a lot more likely to tune in if it was Orton.
What the fuck are they paying these guys to do? Seriously? And then you look at the state of AEW, man. There's too many belts, there's too many jobbers, it's just needless violence is what it is.
You want to get a rating? Put the belt on Brock and have him defend it every week against it. Just another victim.
No, why?
Brock Lesnar Open Challenge every week. Just kill someone.
No, I'd be like, right, I'd commit. This show's full of jobbers, so every week we're going to have a shoot fight. Whoever survives longer than 2 minutes against Brock Lesnar keeps their job.
Yeah, you could do that.
Main event. No, imagine the ratings if you knew every week a wee Diddy vanilla midget was going to probably fucking drop dead every 2 minutes, man. Slobber knocker match.
Right, well, that ain't going to happen. But I mean, if a heel had the US title, why couldn't he do a US title open challenge every week? But the person that accepts the challenge has to put their career on the line. That would be a way to get rid of fucking jobbers.
I know.
But let's. Well, Randy Orton's a legend killer. There's no more legends to kill. But no, let's say Randy Orton's a heel and he had the US title. Well, I mean, even if he defended it 10 weeks in a row, you could get rid of 10 fucking jabrones. Like, you could get rid of Berto, Garza,
Yeah.
Dragon Lee, Ray Phoenix.
See, instead of all these guys just like leaving, sneaking at the back door,
Yeah,
and
why
going
not?
to AEW?
Why not do that? See, instead of releasing, here's the April releases, why not try to incorporate a release into the product? And I'm sure all these people would prefer that. Like, I'm sure these wrestlers, if they know they're getting released, I'm sure they'd much rather prefer to go out on a high. Now, you could argue, well, they're getting rid of them, so why do they want to give them TV time? Well, why the fuck not? It just makes it look better. I think it is better, personally, if you see someone and there's an explanation as to why they're going.
Yep.
See, you're watching it, because they don't address the releases on WWE. You only get that, like, online. So see, when you're watching WWE, it's like, see when someone gets released, there's no real, like, explanation. They're just gone. They're never mentioned again.
Andrade.
At least back in the day, it's like, oh, we're getting Raven versus Tommy Dreamer. Loser's fired. Why can't we have that more?
No, totally. Why can't we? But we get fuck all. Nothing happens. Nothing interesting today. There is just. It is just. They just want to do guys fighting for the sake of fighting, and when it gets a wee bit too fighting, then what they do is they throw it on security guards. That's all it is. Rinse and fucking repeat.
We love to fight, fella, but we love to break up the fights even more. Right, let's get into the clips. One show, 9 clips, not a damn draw between them, but let's get into it. So the highest rated clip from Dynamite was Chris Statlander and Mini Monet ruin Ultimo Monet's celebration. That's got 123k. For once, Mercedes Monet's got the highest viewed clip, and it's probably, I'd say, for the sole reason there's actually a doll, Mini Money and not the real money, on the clip.
I mean, that could be it. Also, you look at the thumbnail, right, of all these videos, and you look at... This is the one that has something about it. It looks unique, and these tend to draw. Now, to be honest, none of these intrigue me. The ones that intrigue me are actually the 3 black squares. I mean, that does more for me than the rest of them. But it doesn't surprise me when you see a segment in the ring where, like, cake and a doll. That's better than 2 people. Like, I mean, that's better than John Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. We've seen that a million times. Just 2 guys having a match. Oh, fuck, never seen that before in wrestling. But a doll birthday celebration, that sounds half interesting.
Was it interesting enough for you to click it and see what happened? No. Alrighty, anyway, 123k. Second spot, we've got the...
Yes, no, but listen, they need to make every clip like that. Not a doll, but make it interesting. Make each clip unique, because if each clip's unique, then people will be like, oh, I'll check that one out. Then they see, oh, fuck, that one looks alright. Oh, that one. Oh, that one. See, when every clip... Look at the rest of the clips. Look at them. It's just fucking jobber. I mean, 2 clips are just Fat Boy fucking Joe.
No, I can't do it.
No, I'm not camming. Look at that. Look at that bottom one. Oh, Brodido versus, like, Okada. I mean, and then look at the top right. Look at bottom right, top right. Same shite.
Right, second place, the Hurt Syndicate versus the Ops, AEW World's Trio title match, 118k. Congratulations.
No, but look at the bottom left as well. There's just 2 guys on the mic. A fat guy and a skinny guy.
Right, third place, we had 109k. Mercedes Moné and Alvina join forces in the Women's Tag Team title tournament. So they're going to be a tag team. They're going to be in the brackets. Is Monet going to add a 13th belt to her collection? Probably. The saddest things are, I mean, that's probably going to happen.
Is this not a joke, man? How, like, Ric Flair, 16-time world champion, John Cena, 17-time world champion. I know these belts mean nothing, folks, right? But no one, and I mean fucking no one, should ever hold this amount of belts. It just makes... No, it does. It does more for the worst belt than it does for the best belt, and that's a problem.
See, you think of, like, let's say a Shawn Michaels, for example. How many belts would he have held in the history of his WWE career? Probably not that many. He's what, a 4-time world champion?
No, I agree, but
Right, Shawn Michaels held I think he's a 4-time world champion. I think he held the European belt just once. I think he held the Intercontinental belt maybe twice.
Yep.
And he would have held the World Tag Team titles a handful of times. I think there's a case Shawn Michaels never even had 12 belts during his entire career.
No, I think there is as well. I mean, my problem with holding the belts.
But Mercedes Moné's got 12 at once.
My problem with holding these belts is, right, we've seen it before where guys have held numerous belts, never to this degree. See, when Kurt Angle did it in TNA, it worked because it was TNA, right? He was holding TNA belts. And he's...
Well, I think he had a belt for Japan as well, did he not?
Did he?
I think he did.
Which one was it?
I don't know. But I think he had a belt for Japan.
Well, point still...
Or for Mexico. It was he had a belt for somewhere because TNA didn't have enough belts.
Well, the point is, right, if he had 6 or 7 belts and only one of them was from another company, we'll accept that.
I think he had 4.
Right.
It was 4. 5 at the max.
Right, so he had 5 belts, 4 for TNA and 1 for another company. Okay? Right, we've covered that. See with her, she's literally got 12 belts, 2 are from this company and the other 10 are from Diddy companies. That just doesn't work.
No, 1's for this company.
Well, that makes it even worse then. No, but come on, what are we doing here?
Get your facts straight, buddy.
Well, I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt and say, well, here, maybe like a 6 of them are actually from this company. No, but that it just devalues all the belts, man. It makes it look absolutely pathetic. And this isn't back in the day when you could have held, like, oh, here, he's got the ECW tag titles, the WCW TV title, WCW Cruiserweight title. I mean, actual companies that actually matter. What companies is she holding belts from outside AEW?
I think most of them are from like European companies. So like, the German World Pro Championship.
We'll pay you 25 grand just to water down our product.
Yeah.
Well, they're all dumb fucks, though. They think here, if we give Mercedes money 25 grand, they hold 1 belt, 1 of 12, soon to be 1 of 13. That means all these people that watch AEW are going to tune into our wee shitey European channel. Oh, what's that? They only get 477 people. Oh, well, that's 1,000. They're all going to tune in, aren't they? But that's what they're thinking. Imagine spending 25 grand.
No one has made a return on their investments by giving her 25 grand for one-off appearance. Not a single company has made their money back or made any sort of profit paying her 25 grand to show up and have a match. Nobody. Right, 4th spot, John Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly, 106k. Shite.
Boring.
5th place, Okada versus Bandido, 102k.
Boring.
6th spot, we've got, as long as they are Death Riders, Darby Allin is on their trail. 94k.
Boring.
7th spot, we've got the Conglomeration versus the Death Riders, 85k.
Interesting. Boring as fuck, buddy.
8th spot, we've got Women's Tag Team 4-Way Highlights, 60k.
Boring.
And in last and 9th spot, we've got Samoa Joe and the Ops Are Not Done with Hangman Page, 50k.
Boring. I mean, that's your world title feud, by the way. And it's the lowest... No, but look at these clips, like I said. Look at the bottom left.
I reckon Lance Storm reading a blank book could get more than 50k views.
No, I agree. No, but because at least it's interesting. Well, it's not interesting, but it's a guy with a book. I mean, and someone's going to come in and batter him, probably. But look at the bottom left. It's just 2 guys on the mic.
Yep.
And you know what? We've explained this to all these dumb fucks. This works if the 2 guys... See, if one's Austin and one's Hogan, then 2 guys on the mic is fine. But see, when you've got 2 fucking jobbers on the mic, Fat Boy and Skinny Boy, they need to be doing... Like, see if the thumbnail is Darby Allin's head in a fish tank next to a fucking shark, then that's going to draw more than him sitting cross-legged like a fanny, like some fucking primary school kid during assembly. That's going to draw more money than that.
See, just for the argument's sake, man, I feel like one week I should create our own clips for a show with our own titles just to show how much more interesting and appealing you can make this shit.
Yes.
I mean, it is really not difficult to try and put in an interesting title. Even when there's nothing interesting happening on the show, you can spin it. You know, there's way to word things and title things with not even making it clickbait, but there's just better ways to make these clips available to people and make them more interesting to people, and just using better thumbnails. I mean, this can't be this can't be it.
No, it can't be it. But what I would say is, guys, when you're producing these matches and segments, you are limiting yourself because there's nothing interesting. It's like, what possibly could the thumbnail and title be of an Okada versus a fucking Bandido match? Like, seriously, what could it be? Like, you're talking about, oh, I'm going to alter it. What the fuck could you do? See, unless you're actually like rewriting the match and changing the people in it, you can't do anything with that. You can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit, pal.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Correction, wasn't the lowest rated Dynamite ever. It was like,
it's not worth fixing.
It was like the third lowest Dynamite ever,
so
buddy.
What did he do? What did Nigel McGuinness do on this show? He wasn't a part of the clips.
No, I just thought.
Was he just on the show giving the two fingers? Fuck you. Dumb fucks watching it. Fuck you.
Yeah.